Okay everyone, here is our demo on how to change out the contacts on an Alexa Mini Amira Alexa 35 camera plug, StayPuffed camera plug. So here is the damaged plug. You can see there's a little bit of scarring on the contacts here. So we're going to first disassemble the plug and remove the bad contacts. So pinch everything together, and with your hand you should be able to unscrew the retaining ring and set that aside. And then we're going to just pull out all the guts from the limo connector, and the two little things are going to pop off, so be ready to do this over a surface where you can catch those. So we'll set all of this aside, and here we're going to have our wires and a little collet that's going to jangle around there, and the pin holder from the inside of our limo connector. So we're not going to need to touch any of that. There's no soldering required here, assuming your limo is in good shape, which this one is. So we're going to take a T10 wrench here, and all we need to do is push the wires out of the way. We're going to check to make sure they're in good shape, which they are. And we're just going to unscrew this screw here and pull out everything that was inside of the mag connector. Okay, so now we've got it all disassembled as far as we need to take it. And this guy is where we had the issue, right here on these contacts. So this goes away. Bye-bye. And here in your kit of spare parts, you are going to find a replacement. We got some magnets. We're going to find our replacement contacts and some other miscellaneous hardware, which you probably don't need. We're going to include a spare heat shrink. This is for the battery cable in case you ever need to do any service on the battery cable, but we're not going to need that today. And here is a spare screw. Again, this is the same screw that we just loosened here inside the back of the mag connector. So here's a spare in case you lose that or if you see any damage on that, but we're just gonna, this is just a bonus. So we're gonna put that aside as well. So now we're gonna look at the side of this, and you can see there's a little keyway there that's all lined up. We're gonna look for any debris or anything, clean that off, make sure we're good. No debris inside of there. And then we're gonna look on the inside of here, and there's the key. And all we need to do is slip this inside so that both of these two floating halves line up with that keyway. So we're gonna slide that in, and it might take a little fiddling, and you push it down until it's all flat with the surface, and then we're just going to come back with our T10 and tighten that up. Now this is a metal screw screwing into plastic, so you want to get it tight, but you don't want to put all of your strength into it. I know you guys are strong, but just so that it's nice and finger tight and everything's good. And now would be a good time to check that everything mates well with your battery cable. We're not going to do that here. Okay, now that was the easy part. Now the tricky part. Unless you're a pro at reassembling limo connectors, we're going to do a little tutorial. So first things first, we're going to, just as a helpful thing, we're going to get a red pen or a colored pen, and we're going to mark the contact right at the top here. So you can see there's this little nodule on one side of the limo connector. There's only one place where it has that little bump. We're going to mark right on the face here this pin. We're going to put a little red dot right there so we can find that guy later. So that would be, if we're looking at a clock, that would be 12 o'clock. That's all we need to do there. Now, we're going to take our two little collets here, and we're going to find the one with the hole in it, and we're going to lay that hole right over that bump on the side of the connector. And you'll feel it settle in there. You can see there's a channel inside of there that lines up with this ridge here. And you're going to put that over, and you'll feel it seat right there over that bump. And the other one doesn't have any sort of hole or anything, but it does have the same channel. So that's going to go on the back side, and you're just going to hold that together. Pinch that together with your thumb and forefinger and don't let go. And now we're going to slide this into the outer shell. And it doesn't really matter which way we do this now because we're going to get it lined up soon. But ultimately the goal is going to be to get that pin that we marked red to line up at 12 o'clock where the red dot is. And inside of here, I don't know if you can see it, there is a little keyway, and that lines up with that little key on the two hemispherical collets that we just attached around the pin holder. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in, and then we're going to rotate this guy until it seats in that keyway. And here we go in. I'm pretty good at this. I'm going to get everything in as far as we can, and then we're going to rotate it until did you see that? So I'm not in the keyway, and I'm rotating it, and you'll feel it, you'll hear it click into place. Did you see that? So now you can see as I spin the back, the pin holder is not moving in space. And now at this point, it's just like adjusting the direction of your StayPuffed as you may have in the past. But for starters, we're going to line this nodule here on the mag connector up with the red dot, because that'll make your connector exit in the quote-unquote normal way. I'm going to pinch this guy together to hold everything firm. Holding everything together, I'm going to slip the ring on. And then we're just going to thread that on. You might need to sort of mush everything around so you can get a good thread engagement. Everything's nice and lined up. And now we're going to just double check. So you can see our red hash mark there is on the top 12 o'clock pin, and that lines up with the red dot here on the top of the connector. So we know we're good. We can check that the spring mechanism feels good. And there you go. A fully rebuilt StayPuffed camera plug with brand new shiny contacts.